In this section, we're going to look at 30, 60, 90 right triangles and use the relationship between the short leg, long leg, and hypotenuse to find missing measures. So as we look at this triangle here, this side is opposite the right angle, so this is the hypotenuse. The side that is opposite the 30-degree angle, we're going to call the short leg. And the side opposite the 60-degree angle, we're going to label the long leg. Okay? So this could be short leg squared plus long leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So in our diagram, our short leg is n. We don't know our long leg, and our hypotenuse is 2n. We're going to square that. When we remove the parentheses here, remember to square both the 2 and the n, so we now have n squared plus b squared equals 4n squared. Subtract the n squared from both sides. We have 3n squared, and then we take the square root of both sides. So we get b equals n times the square root of 3. So here we have a table that kind of gives you a quick reference as far as how to find sides. These are the sides that you're given: short leg, long leg, hypotenuse, hypotenuse, and this is the side that you're looking for. Okay? Now, one thing I want to point out to you is right here. If you know the hypotenuse and you want to find the short leg, find the long leg, find the short leg first. Okay? That will make it a lot easier for your calculations. All right, moving on to our examples. We want to find x and y. I'm going to highlight my hypotenuse. Okay? So notice we have the short leg. We're looking for the long leg and the hypotenuse. So to find the long leg, we're going to take the short leg, multiply it by the square root of 3. Let me put this up here. Short leg equals 4. To find the hypotenuse, we take 2 times the short leg, which gives us 8. So that means x equals 8, y equals 4, square root of 3. Again, I'm going to highlight my hypotenuse. So our hypotenuse is 10. To find the short leg, you take the hypotenuse, divide it by 2, or multiply it by 1/2, and you get 5. To find the long leg, you take the short leg, multiply it by the square root of 3. So in this case, x equals 5, and y equals 5, square root of 3. In example 3, we are given the long leg. Long leg, 4 square root of 3. The first one we're going to solve for is the short leg. And we're going to take our long leg and divide it by square root of 3. Notice these cancel out, and we get a short leg of 4. To find the hypotenuse, you take 2 times the short leg, which gives you 8. So in this diagram, 8 represents the short leg, which is 4. Y represents the hypotenuse, which is 8. right, example 4. We have the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse equals 13. To find the short leg, we divide the hypotenuse by 2. I would just leave it like that because it can't be simplified. Long leg is the short leg times the square root of 3. So in this case, x equals 13 halves, and y equals 13 square root of 3 divided by 2. Example 5, we are given the long leg, which is 2 square root of 5. So the first one we're going to find is the short leg. We take the long leg, divide it by the square root of 3. We learned earlier in this unit that we can't leave a radical in the denominator, so I'm going to multiply by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3. And I choose this because my denominator here is the square root of 3. So I get 2 times the square root of 15 divided by 3. 2 and 3 are outside of the radical. I cannot reduce them, so that is my short leg. To find my hypotenuse, I multiply 2 times the short leg, and I get 2 times 2, 4, square root of 15, divided by 3. Again, 4 and 3 are outside of the radicals, and they can't be reduced. So in this case, x is equal to 2 times the square root of 15 over 3, and y is equal to 4 times the square root of 15 divided by 3. In our last example, we are given the short leg. Short leg is 3 times the square root of 2. To find the long leg, we take the short leg, multiply it by the square root of 3, and we get 3 square root of 6. Square root of 6 cannot be simplified. The hypotenuse, we multiply 2 times the short leg, which gives us 6 square root of 2. So x represents the hypotenuse, 6 square root of 2. Y represents the long leg, 3 square root of 6.